Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to create an amazing and beautiful looking responsive website with just HTML, CSS and Bootstrap. So if you're excited to build this project, smash the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos. So without wasting the time, let's get started. As you see, we have a beautiful looking hero section in which we have a amazing navbar. We have a logo which is quite amazing, and this navbar is built by a bootstrap. We are just using bootstrap for the responsiveness of our navigation menu. So the navigation menu is quite amazing and eye-catching. As you see, we have a beautiful looking a background color where the illustration and the colors stand out. So the hero section comprised of two parts. First one is the left section which is a text section in which we have a title of our website, a little bit of description which describe our website, and this call to action button. On the right side we have an illustration which describes some of the numbers of our website. So this is the hero section which comprises of the header, which is the navigation menu, and the hero section. So let's move to the second part. The second part is also quite amazing, where we have a feature section. The feature section is divided into two parts. First one is something like the information or the question that we can say, and on the right side we have a given information about that question. So this is the features section where we describe our product or the qualities of our product. So let's move to the next part. The next part is the testimonial section, where we have an beautiful looking car like design with an amazing and an eye-catching box shadow. So we have an image's name and the description or the review of the clients for our product. We have three of the testimonials and it's looking quite amazing. This is the testimonial section. Under the reviews we have a button. So this button is also it has the same design as the button in the hero section. So under the testimonial section we have a call to action section where we have an background color with the same color where we are using which we are using in our website, which is quite like red orange color. Here we have a simple text and want our users to take an action with the button on the right side. So the last part is quite beautiful and amazing because we have a simple looking footer section where we have an icons of social media, and in the middle we have menu items, and on the right side we have a just copyright text. So this website is responsive for all of the devices. So let's test its responsiveness. So as you see, we have a navigation menu where we have nav items. So these nav items are quite amazing and looking beautiful. And under the navigation menu, we have a hero section, and all of this section is looking quite responsive and beautiful. So as you see, all of our website and the testimonial section, call to action section and footer, all is responsive for all of the device sizes. So let's test it with other sizes. As you see, it is responsive for all of the devices. So without wasting the time, let's get started and go to our code editor. All of this code and the images I will upload on my GitHub repository and give the link in the description of this video. So if you are interested, you can download all of the code and match it with your code, and you can also use it for your practice. So let's get started. I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can use any of the code editor that you want. For example, brackets, Sublime Text, or any of the other code editor that you like. So first of all, I will create a boilerplate of my HTML file. I will change the title into my website name, which is manage, and then what I will do, I will import my CSS file, which is the style.css. Let's save it. And the first step that we are going to do is to go to a Bootstrap website. We'll go to getbootstrap.com, and here first of all what I will do, I will click on get started. I will copy the link of my CSS or the Bootstrap CSS and Bootstrap JavaScript. So let's copy the link of Bootstrap CSS. So here is the link. I will copy, and now let's go to our code editor, and above this our style sheet I will paste it. Let's save it, and now copy the JavaScript link which is going to be under this. So we'll copy the bundle. Let's go to code editor. At the end of the body we'll paste it. Let's save it. Now what we have to do, we will go to our Bootstrap, and on the components we will use a Bootstrap navbar. So in the components, here we have a navbar, and let's go towards bottom. We don't want a first one, so here will be a navbar. I will use this navbar. So let's copy the text and copy the text to the clipboard. So as you see, we want this navbar with the light background. So this is the part of the Bootstrap that we want. So let's first of all I will write a comment that we are starting here, start here. And I will also write a comment of navbar. So under this we will have our navbar. So what you will see, we don't want a disabled button in our navigation menu, so I will remove this disabled button, which is going to be, so this list item, remove this list item. Let's save it, open it with the live server. So let's open it with the live server. As you will see, we have a navbar, and we want to fix it, and we want to do some changes so it will look like this. So let's move to our code editor. So here is our code editor. What we will do, just remove the container fluid and use a just container, and on the place of a navbar we will use our logo. So it will be an, oops, not capital letter, it will be an image. So in the images folder we have a logo. Let's save it, and now you will see a change. Now you will see apart we have a distance from the left side, and our logo is placed in place of a text, and on the right side we have our nav items. So let's change our nav items, which will be a pricing, product, about us. So let's go to the nav items which are here. First one is pricing. Just remove the active class from here because we don't want it. Pricing. The second one is going to be product, and the third one is going to be a about us, careers and community. About us. So just copy this list and repeat it two more times. One, two. So for second we want careers, and the last one is going to be a community. So let's replace it with the community. So just remove, we don't want a double N, it's going to be community. Let's save it. Now you will see we have all of our nav items, but what we want to do is to move our nav items on the right side. So we will fix it on our style sheet. So first of all, remove the default margin and padding that you usually have. Margin 0, padding 0, and the box sizing is going to be a border box. Let's save it. And for body, we'll use a font family of this. Let's save it. And now what we'll do, we'll here we have our nav bar, which is an unordered list. We will copy it. We want it on the right side. Dot. I will target it and just give it a margin left of auto because we want it on the right side. So let's see. With a single line of code, our nav items have been moved to the left side. So we just want a bold, little bit of bold color of our nav items. Otherwise, these are looking good. We just want to increase these items font weight, which is going to be a nav item dot a. So let's target this nav item, and in the nav item we have a tag. Let's set the color to grayish blue, which is going to be this. So I will give it a font weight of, let's give it a font weight of 500. I think it will look good. Let's see. Now you will see it's looking good. So what we will do, we have a nav bar. So let's target the nav because we want some space. Give it a padding top of 20 pixel and padding bottom of 20 pixel. Let's see how it look. I think it's not affecting. Let's use an important tag. Let's see if it will work or not. Let's save it. Now you will see we have a space from the top and bottom because it overrides the default styling of the bootstrap. So this is the part for which we have want a bootstrap. The other part of website will be built with just HTML and CSS. Now I will tell or show you the responsiveness of our website. So let's see. Oops. So here you will see the nav bar is responsive. As we are collapsing our nav items, it has been turned into a hamburger Mario, and now we can use it for any of the devices that we want. So this is the responsiveness of our nav bar. Now let's build the second part, which is the hero section. In the hero section we have two parts or the two sections. First one is the text section and the other one is the illustration or the image section. So let's go to our HTML file. Under the nav bar we'll create our section. First of all, I will write a command which will be a hero section. So we'll use a header tag which is with the class name of hero section. In the hero section we have two parts. First one will be the hero dash text dash section, and the on the right side we will have a hero dash img dash section in which we have an illustration. So in the hero text section we have h1, we will have a button, and we will have a we have a paragraph and a button. So the text is going to be this one, which is, oops, let's copy it. It will be the text and or the heading that we want. So we want a line break from here, so I will use a br tag. Br tag is usually used for a line break. So let's save it. Now copy the paragraph. We will style it in our CSS file. So let's copy the paragraph, paste it in place of a paragraph, and button text is going to be get started. So the button text is going to be get started. Now move to the images section. Here we'll have an image which is going to be in the images folder, and we have an illustration intro. Let's save it. And now you will see we have two parts. The design is not looking good. We'll just fix it in our CSS file. So let's go there. So in our CSS file, what we'll do, we'll target the hero section dot hero dash section. We'll use display flex to align them horizontally. Display is going to be flex. Justify content will be a space around, and align items is going to be center. Let's save it. Oops. So just say display flex justify content space around, and align items is going to be center. So let's see. Now it's looking good, but let's try space evenly. We just want space on the left side of this. So let's see what is the class name. Class, we have a hero image section, and we have a hero text section. So these are the two containers. So for hero section we have used flexbox to align them horizontally. Let's save it. Justify content is the space around, align items center. So what has happened? So let's use a space evenly. Maybe you can use different values that you want. Space evenly doesn't work. Oops. What we want is a line break for our paragraph. So we want a line break after teams and the. So let's go to our index.html file. After teams we want a line break. That's why it's not working. And after the, so br tag, let's save it. And now you will see we have a space on the left side and right side, and now it's looking amazing. So for our hero section we want a background color. So the background is color is going to be a pink with an opacity of 0.1. So this is the color that we want, and with an opacity of 0.1, maybe 0.116. Let's save it and let's see how to look. So this is the background color. Let's just increase the opacity a little bit. For example, we want 0.2. So let's try 0.2. Let's save it. So it's not working. Now you'll see it's looking good. Yeah, it's looking good, right? 0.2 opacity is looking good because of our illustration is stand out right now. So what we have to do, we have to just target the hero text section, and we have to design it quite good. So let's go to just use the pure pink color. So for pure pink color it's going to be this one. Let's save it, and now you will see it's looking good. So let's target the hero text section. I will go to the my HTML file, and here I have a hero text section. So copy the class name of the hero text section. So I will target it, and what we want, first of all we want to target the h1, then we want to target the hero text section and the p in the hero text section, and the other one is going to be, I think it's the capital P maybe. Yeah, we don't want a capital P, and the other one is going to be a button. So let's target the button. So what we will do, first of all I will give properties to the hero text section of heading, so give it a color. The color is going to be a blue, which is a quite a dark blue, so I will copy the color. This is the color for our heading throughout the website. So throughout the website we will use this color for our heading. Font size is going to be a 45 pixel. Font weight is going to be an 800. Let's save it. Just give it a margin bottom of 20 pixels because we want a space between the paragraph and the heading. Now you will see our heading is looking quite amazing and beautiful, and we have a space between the heading and a paragraph. So let's target the description or the paragraph and give them a color. The color is going to be grayish blue. Throughout the website we will use this color for our paragraphs. So target this color. Let's give it a color of gray. Give it a font weight of maybe 400. Font weight will be 400. I think it will look good. So 400. Let's try 500. You can try different values that will look good for you. You can use. Now 500 is looking quite amazing because it has increased the font weight of our paragraph. So let's give it a margin bottom of 20 pixel, and now we have space between the button, and now target the button. Now you will see button is not looking good. We want this button to be look similar to this button. So what we'll do, we'll go to our style sheet and give it a border of none. Border will be none. Outline will also be a none. So background color is going to be this one. The color is going to be, I think so, this bright red. This color is going to be a background color. Let's use here and give it a color of white. Let's save it, and now you will see we have background color of this red color and we have a white color. We just want to give it a padding. So let's give it a padding of 8 pixels from top and bottom and 22 pixels from left and right. Let's see how they look. Now you will see it's looking good, but we want its borders to be rounded. So for this I will give it a border radius of 25 pixels. Let's save it, and now you will see our button is looking quite amazing and beautiful. So our hero section is completed and it's looking beautiful. So we just test its responsiveness. So as you will see, it is not responsive. So we just want to increase a one line of code and you will see a magic of a flex box. I will just use a flex wrap property, which is going to be this, and we will say it to wrap because as a default it has been set to a no wrap. So let's save it, and now you will see the single line affects all of the responsiveness. Now you will see as it become closer to the image section, it will move to this in the column direction. So let's see. So the responsiveness is quite amazing. So our hero section is responsive. We will fix the space between the illustration and this text section later, but just test the responsiveness. This is the magic of a single line of code. So that's why Flexbox is so important. We can't get this responsiveness by using position layout. That's why we're using Flexbox layout. So the hero section is completed. The next part is going to be a feature section. So in the feature section we have two parts, the left part and the right part. In the left part we have a question and little bit of description, and on the right part we have an explanation of our question which describe the features of our website. So let's go to our HTML file and create the feature section. So let's go under the header. So I will first of all I will write a comment of feature section. it's going to be features section. So let's create a section with the class name of features dash section. In this section we will have two containers. First one is going to be a feature dash left dash section, and the second one is going to be a dot feature dash right dash section. So first of all, for the left part, what I will do, I will give it a heading of h2, and the heading is going to be what's different about manage. So it's going to be a what's different, oops, we have a spelling mistake, DEFFERENT. What's different about manage. So let's see, we want a line break after about. So after about we want a line break and a question mark at the end. So let's use a question mark. So for a paragraph, under this feature left section we will have a paragraph. So we will copy the paragraph text from here. So let's copy this text and go to our style sheet, or not style sheet, go to HTML file. So after your I want a line break, after ours I want a line break, and also after digital, let's say, oops, I have used a comma, we want a beer tag, let's save it and go to our website. So here you will see we have a left part of the feature section. Let's create the right part. The right part is will be quite similar, but quite maybe lengthy one, because we wanted three parts of our feature item and we want to align them in the horizontal direction. The default layout is usually a column direction. So let's move to the right section. So in this div, what I will do, I will create a, I think so what I will do, let's see the demo. So we have a heading and a paragraph, and we can name it a feature container. So let's give it a name of feature dash container, and in this container we will have a heading and a p tag. So the first heading is going to be this one, track company wide progress. Let's copy it and paste it in place of a h1 tag, and now copy the paragraph which describes this feature and paste it in place of a paragraph, and we want a line break after vision day and also after off. So let's save it, and so let's see in the demo. Now we have a features. I think we have given it. No, we don't want h1 tag. Let's use h3 tag for this, because we have already used h1 tag. So let's copy this feature container and repeat it two more times. 1 2. So this is going to be the, so just change the text. The second heading is going to be advanced built-in reports. So I will change the heading to advanced built-in reports, and the paragraph is going to be this one. Let's copy it. You can pause the video and write it. So I will want a line break after two words and also after you, and let's use a bear tag after stakeholders. So this second part is done. What we will want is, I will copy the heading of the third part At the third feature item, oops, I don't want a dot. So everything you need in one place. Let's copy it, replace it here. Now copy the paragraph, go to our index.html file, replace it here. We want a line break after servers. I think so. Let's just use a line break after another, maybe. I think another. Share team. Let's save it and go to our website. So what we'll do, we will fix it right now. So let's copy the class name of our feature section, which is also a feature section. So let's copy this class name, go to our style sheet, and in the style sheet we will target the feature section. Just use display flex, justify content will be space around, align items is going to be center. Let's see, now you will see if the magic of a flexbox, how flexbox has arranged these items. So this is just the magic of a 3 lines of code. Now just remove these 3 lines, and what you will see is the designing is not looking good and it's looking quite ugly. And as I'm removing the comment and save it, and now you will see the magic of these 3 lines of code. So just give it the same background color that we have used for our hero section. So for the hero section we have used this background color. I will copy it. Let's move to the feature section, give it a background color, give it a padding bottom, not a bottom, give it a padding top of maybe a, just give it a 3 rem of padding top. And now you will see we have a space between the top and the bottom. So just use 5 rem. I think 5 rem will look good. Yeah, we have a 5 rem space. Also we want a padding bottom of 5 rem. Let's save it, and now you will see we have space between top and bottom. And now we can see through the features section or container. Now we will target first of all the left part of the feature section. So let's go to the index.html file, copy the class name of feature left section, and what we'll do, so dot, and here we'll target the h2 tag. We will give it a color of same heading that we have used in the hero section. So let's go to the hero section, copy all of the properties and move to here. We don't want a font size of 45 pixel. Let's use a font size of 35 pixel. I think other things will be a good one. Let's see. Now you will see it's looking good. The style has been looking good. So for a paragraph, in the features left section, let's target the paragraph, and let's go to the hero section, and here we will copy the same paragraph values that we have given to it in the hero section. Let's copy it and let's paste it here. Now you will see the paragraph is looking amazing, and it is quite eye-catching and has an amazing user experience for our users. So the left part is fixed. We just want to target the right part, which is a footer container. In the footer container we have, so as you see on the right section we have a footer container, and in the footer container we have a h3 and p. We just want to use the same properties but with the different, it's going to be h3, and I will copy the properties. So let's paste it here, reduce the font size to 30 pixel, So for a paragraph features container, the p tag is going to be, I think so, it will be same. Let's paste it here. Now save it. Now you see it's looking good. Just to reduce the, I think so, maybe use the font size to 25 pixels because it's not looking good, and reduce the font weight to 400. So now it's looking good. So let's see the responsiveness of our website or the responsiveness of this feature section. So what I will do, I will reduce the size of the screen. As you will see, it's not responsive. We just have to use a flex property which will be in the feature section. So under the align items, I will use a flex wrap of a wrap and just see the magic of this value. So now you will see, oops, as it comes closer to this section moves to the next line. So this is the responsiveness of our website, and it's looking quite amazing and beautiful. So as you see, we have a responsive design, and we will fix the some of the spaces later. But the overall viewpoint is that it's quite responsive and looking beautiful and amazing. So just use a full screen. Now just go to the demo, and the other part that we want to build is the testimonial section. So let's go to the index.html file, and what I want to do is to create a new section under our feature section, which is going to be a testimonial section. So I will create a section with the class name of testimonial dash section. Don't do a spelling mistake. So in the testimonial section, what we have is we have a heading and three cards. The three cards is going to be testimonial. So let's go to our index.html file. Here we will have a h. Let's use h3. The heading is going to be this one. What they have said, copy it, paste it in place of heading, and under the heading we will have a testimonial container. Test, testimonial dash container, and in this container we will have three testimonials. So testimonial, and we will have an image which is going to be in the images folder, and the first one is the avatar dash ali.png, and then we have a name which will be h4, and the name is going to be Anisha Lee, ISHALI. And under the h4 we have a description or the paragraph which is going to be this one. I will copy it and paste it in place of a paragraph. Let's save it, and let's copy this testimonial. We want two of them more. Let's paste it two more times. Let's save it, and now just change the text, the second one with this paragraph, and the class name is going to be Ali Bravo. So let's replace the text. So what we'll do, we'll change the avatar Ali, I think so. What we'll do, we wanted Anisha here and Ali is going to be here. So let's save it. The third one is going to be a this one, Shonai. The text will be the same. So just replace the text which is going to be a this one, and the avatar is going to be different. So it's going to be a oops this one, the Shonai.png. Let's save it and let's go to our website. So just create a button at the end of the container. So we'll have a button of get started. Let's save it, go to our website, and now you will see the design is not looking good. It's a quite ugly design, so we will fix it. First of all, in the demo, let's go to the demo. As you will see, we want line break after day and times for a first paragraph. So for the first paragraph, we will want line break after day. We'll use a bigger tag after day, and after times we will use a bigger tag. So let's save it. And for the second paragraph, we want a line break after subscription channel focused. So subscriptions, let's use bigger tag after channel. So it will be enough because it is the end of the paragraph after focused. And after they, oops, we want a line break after time, so we want a line break. Let's save it, go to the our project, and this is going to be our testimonial section. So let's copy the class name of our testimonial section. Just copy the class name, go to our style sheet, target the testimonial section, use display is going to be flex direction is going to be column because we want it in the column direction. Align items is going to be a center. Justify content will also be a center. Let's save it, and now you will see we have a text at the center. We will target the testimonial container and will align these testimonials in the horizontal direction. So first of all, give the background color. Background color is going to be the same. Let's copy it and paste it here. So let's paste it here. Let's save it and go to our index.html. Copy the class name of the testimonial container. Let's copy it, go to style sheet, let's paste it here, target it, and we want a display of flex. Justify content is going to be a space between, and align items is going to be center. Now you will see all of these items have been aligned in this direction. Just target a single item. So this is the testimonial container. We want a space from above and below, so just give them a margin top of 3 rem, margin bottom of 3 rem. Let's save it, and now we have a space from top and bottom. Now what we'll do, we'll target the testimonial. So here is the testimonial where we have an avatar, name, and a review of our clients. So let's target it, give it a width of 200 pixel maybe. So first of all, use the background color of black. This is for test purposes. I will use a black color later, white color later. So as you will see, these have aligned, these have become so close. So remove the width, let's save it, and what we want to do, just give them a margin. Margin is going to be, I think so, let's use 2 rem. So the 2 rem is enough. Just give them a width of, let's give them a width of max content, or just use, I think so, 200 pixel will be good or not. Let's see. 200 pixel is too low. Let's use a 300 pixel. So 300 pixel is not looking good. Let's use 350. So what? So first of all, what we'll do, 350, 400. 400 is looking good. We can also use a max content. First of all, just to reduce the image size of test in the testimonial. In the testimonial, we have image. Give them a width of 70. Give them a width of 70 pixel. Let's see. So this is going to be width. So instead of giving it a black background, let's give it a background of blue. Let's save it. So this is the background. Width is too much, so just use a 1 rem of margin. Width of max content. Let's see how to look. Now it's looking good. Give them a height of also max content. Let's see. Now it's looking good. So what we'll do is change the background color to white, because we want a white background color. Now we have a white background color. Target the testimonial. Use a display of flex. Flex direction is going to be column. Justify content will be space between. Line item is going to be center. And now you will see these have come in the center. Just target the paragraph in the testimonial. So in the testimonial, I will target the paragraph and use text align of center. Now you will see it's looking good already. So we just want a box shadow, and we want of these images half of outside and half of the inside of the container. So let's see how it will look. So to the, I think so, give them a margin top of minus 3 rem. How to look. 3 rem is too much. Just use 2 rem. 2 rem is looking good. So for a testimonial, use a box shadow. I will use this box shadow for my testimonial. So just give it a box shadow. Let's save it. And now you will see we have a core design which is looking good. We just want to change the color of our text. Otherwise, it's looking good. So here you will see it's looking. Just give them padding from, I think just give them a little bit of padding from left and right. So padding is going to be a, use the 2 pixel from top and bottom, and from left and right is going to be, I think 5 pixel will be enough. Let's try it. Now it's looking good. Yeah, it's looking good. So in the testimonial section, so first of all we have a heading in the testimonial section. Testimonial section, target the heading, and the heading is going to be a h3 tag. Let's use h3 tag here, and the color is the same one. So let's copy all of the properties. I will copy it, paste it here. Let's save it. Now you see it's looking good what they have said. And now move to the testimonial. In the testimonial we have a paragraph, we have an image, and also we want to target the h4 tag with the same color. Font size will be the, I think so, use 18 pixel, and font width will be this. Margin bottom we don't want an 20 pixel. Let's save it and let's see. Now the text is looking good. We want some space between the image and the name, so let's go to the style sheet. So what I will do is I will give it a padding top of, let's use, I think 8 pixel will be enough. Let's see. Yeah, 8 pixel is looking good. So let's target the paragraph and use some of the properties of a paragraph which are here. So let's oops, copy the whole properties. I have missed the C of color. So let's go to P, let's save it. And now you'll see it's looking good and the design is also looking quite beautiful. So this is the card section. So as you will see, this is not responsive. We'll use the flex wrap of wrap to make it responsive. So let's go to the testimonials section, oops, and give them a property of flex wrap of wrap. We will use media queries later to fix some of the issues. So flex wrap will be wrap. Let's target the button in the testimonials section. In the testimonials section we have a button. We will give same properties that we have used for our hero section button. So I will copy all of the properties. I will go to the button, paste it here. Let's save it. Just give them a margin bottom. Just give the padding bottom to our testimonial section. Padding bottom is going to be a 5 frame. Let's save it. And now you'll see we have a beautiful looking button. And as so, let's see if it's responsive or not. So it's not responsive. So what we have to do is to target the footer container. Where is the footer container? Just give it a property of flex wrap of wrap. Let's save it. And now you will see it will be responsive. So let's reduce the screen size. As you will see, as I am getting closer and closer, these cards have become in a different line. We will get the space between our card items. Don't worry, we will use a media query later and we will fix all of these issues. So it's looking quite amazing. We will fix these parts later, such as the space between these cards. Just focus just focus the bigger idea, which is the responsiveness. So as I'm going closer and closer, and as we are getting less space, these cards have automatically moving to the next lines. So the testimonial section is done. Oops. And let's go to the demo, and the other part is going to be this call to action section. So in the call to action section we have a simple heading or the title, which is simplify how your time works today. So what I will do, I will create a call to action section in my index.html file. So let's go to the index.html file. So under this section I will create a new section. So let's see, it is going to be a call to action section. So I will create a section with the class name of CLT. Oops, not a double T. CLT dash section. CLT stands for call to action. And in the call to action section, we will have, let's see, we will have a heading of H2. The heading is going to be this one. Let's copy it. Control C. Paste it here. Use a line break after time. And under this heading we will have a paragraph. Oops, we don't want a paragraph, we want a button. So the button will say get started. Let's save it and go to our project, and let's style this spot. So I will copy the class name. I will go to my style sheet. So in this style sheet, what I will do is, oops, my mouse is not working, I don't know why. So now it's working. So for the CLT dash section, we want this background color to be this one, which is going to be a red color. Give them a height of 200 pixel, and the width will be the 100% of the, and so we don't want to give it a width. So let's save it, and now you will see we just want it at the middle. So flex box is the best way to deal with it. Display is going to be flex, justify content is going to be space around, and align items is going to be center. Let's save it, and now you will see we have text at the middle. So just target the heading, which is going to be H2, and also target the button in the call to action section. So the button is going to be this one. So for heading we want this color of white, font weight to be something like 700, and font size is going to be a 30 pixel. Let's see how it will look. Now it's looking good. Just increase the font size to 35 pixel. Oops, I think it will break. Oops, we have used some mistakenly a bracket. So the 35 pixel is looking good and it stand out. So the button is not looking good, but don't worry, we will fix it in a few seconds. Yeah, you hear right, in a few seconds, because we will copy this text, Control C, use it in this button, save it, just change the background color. The background color is going to be white, and we just want to change the color, and the color is going to be this red one. Let's save it, and now you will see we have a beautiful looking button. Just give it a font weight of 500 maybe. Let's see, now you will see the button is looking quite amazing and beautiful. So where is our call to action section? Just you give it a property of flex wrap of wrap. Flex wrap is going to be this one. Let's say, and the last part is going to be the footer section. After building the footer section, we will use media queries to fix some of the responsiveness issues. So first of all, create a footer section. In the footer section we have a social container, menu container, and a copyright text. So let's go to index.html file. So under this section what we will have is a footer section. So I will create a new section which is going to be footer with the class name of footer. So in the footer we will have a, I think so, we'll have a social container. First of all, let's create a social dash container, and in this social container we have logos of Facebook, we'll have a logo of Instagram and YouTube. So let's go to the images folder, YouTube. The next one is going to be, I think so, it will be a Twitter, and the last one will be, let's guess, it will going to be a Pinterest. Let's save it. The first one is going to be a social container. The second one is going to be a the second one is going to be a menu container, and in the menu container we will have two menu. We have two rows, or we can say two columns of menu. The first one is going to be, the first one will say home pricing products about us. Home, just copy it and repeat it a bunch of times. 1 2 3 4 5. Home, oops. The second one is going to be a pricing. The third one is going to be a product and about us. Products, and it will be about us. Remove the last two or cut them from here, paste it here. We use three tags, I think so. So it will be carriers community privacy policy. First one will be the carriers. The second one is going to be a community, and the third one is going to be privacy policy. Privacy policy. Just remove the last one, and under this div we will have a, I think so, a copyright container which will have a class name of copy, right, and here we will have a p which will say copyright 2021, copyright 2021, all rights reserved. Let's save it, and this will be the footer content. And now let's go to our project, and here you will see it's not looking great. We will fix it. Let's go to our style sheet, and at the end we will target the footer, and for footer we will use a display of flex. Justify content is going to be a space around. Align items is going to be a center. Just give it a background color of black. Height is going to be a 300 pixel, and the color will be a white. Let's save it and go to our project, and now you will see a change. So it's looking good, and what we want to do is we want to give a space between the social icons, and we also want to fix our menu items. So let's go to style sheet. First of all, give it a flex wrap of wrap. By default it has been set to no wrap. So let's target the menu dash container. Here we will use display of flex. Oops. Justify content is going to be a space between, and align items is going to be a, I think so, flex start will be good one. Let's see. Now target the menu, use a display of flex direction is going to be, I think so, column, because we want it in the column direction, or the vertical axis. Justify content will be space between, and align items will be a flex start. Let's save it. And now you will see, just give the margin right to the menu of 2 rem. Let's save it. 2 rem is looking good. So in the menu we want to target the a tags, and we want to remove the default text decoration to none. Let's target the a tag, set the text decoration to none. Color is going to be a white. Font weight is going to be a 400. Let's see. Now it's looking beautiful right now. Just fix the social container. So in the social container we want to target the images, give them a margin left of 5 pixel. Cursor is going to be a pointer. Let's save it. And now you will see we have a space on the left side. On the in the social icon we have a beautiful looking footer container. Just reduce its size to, maybe, I think so. So first of all, check the responsiveness, how it will look on smaller screens. As you will see, as we are getting closer and closer, it has been changed to the next line, and it's looking amazing and beautiful. So as you see, we have a beautiful looking website. We just want some of the issues to fix. So let's go to our website, inspect it. So here we will fix some of the issues. So for example, if I will reduce this size, so it's looking good. So as you will see, as I'm getting at this point, we want a space between our button and our, I think so, our image. Other thing is looking good. So let's see the other parts that we want to fix. So the other part is looking good. So we want a space at a point of 9 at the point of 1000 pixels. So use a media query. In the media query we'll use a max width of 1000 pixel, and in this we will use a footer, not a footer, I think hero text section, and give it a margin bottom of 3 rem. Let's save it. And now you will see we have a space between the button and the image section. So let's save. As you will see, as I'm getting at this point, which is 596 pixel, we want to reduce the size of the image because it's breaking our layout. So let's see the card design. So when we move from, I think so, first of all let's fix the size of the image, which is, it's going to be, so let's target this 600 pixel. So under this media query create another media query. Let's use a bracket, max dash width is going to be a 600 pixel, and what we want to do is we want to target the hero. Instead of a text section, we want to target the image section. And in the image section, we want to target the image. Set the width to maybe 400 pixel. Let's save it, and now you will see it has been changed, and it has been breaking from. So let's reduce it to maybe 300. Will look good, I think. Yeah, 300 is looking good. So let's use 350 maybe, I think. So let's save it. So it's looking good. So what we want to do is at a 600 pixel, we want our feature section to text align center. So at 600, let's target the hero text section. Use oops. So what we want to do is use text align of center. Let's see how it's look. Now you see it has become at the center all of the text, the title, the paragraph, and the button. And from smaller screens of maybe 450, we want this text to be smaller, so we'll fix it later. First of all, fix the other things. Set the feature section to center, so target the feature section. So feature section is going to be a text align of center. Let's save it. Now we have a text align of center, and it's looking quite amazing and beautiful. So feature section is done. Now we want to fix the, I think so, testimonial section. So at this point it's going to be a 832 pixel, I think 8 833 pixel. Let's target the 833 pixel, and at 833 pixel what we want to do, oops, not a 9, we want a brackets. Max width is going to be colon 833 pixel. So use a curly braces. What we want to do is to target the, I think so, testimonial container. We want it in the middle. Just use margin left of auto, margin right of auto. Let's save it, and I think it will move at the center. No, it's not moving. So instead of targeting the testimonial container, let's target the testimonial. I think so it will work, hope so. Now you will see it has become at the center, and now it's looking good. So as I'm moving and our text is moving at the center, and now it's looking amazing and beautiful. So we want a space between our testimonials, so give them a margin bottom of 3 rem. Let's save it, and now you will see we have a space from the top and bottom. So as I'm getting closer and closer, it's looking good. So for smaller screens we will reduce the size. So let's see, now the footer part is looking good. So at this point, just at 600 pixel, what we will do, we'll target the CLT dash section and use a text align of center. Let's see if it will work for them. Now it's looking good. Yeah, it's looking amazing right now. So we have a beautiful looking responsive website. We just want to fix the text size of a header because that's why our app is breaking right now. So just go to the heading and at a width of maybe I think so 500 pixels we want to reduce its text size. So use a media query of 500 pixel, use a max width dash width 500 pixel, target the hero text section, it's h1, font size is going to be a 30 pixel, let's see, and it will work. Now it's looking good. As you will see, it's looking good. Yeah. So for the I think so the next part is going to be a feature left section h2 font size of 30 pixel. Let's see, it will look good, I think so. Yeah, it's looking good. So yeah, it's looking good. So let's target the feature right section under this. So the feature right section is going to feature dash right. So why we don't have a feature right? So for feature left section here we will have a feature RIGHT right section, and what we want is we want to target. So let's go to the feature section, and in the feature section feature right section we have feature container. Let's copy the class name of feature container. We will target h3 and p in it. So instead of feature right section, we'll target the feature container. Set the font size. Oops. Target the h3 and p. So for h3, it's going to be a font size of 25 pixels. It will be 25 pixel, and for feature container and p, font size of 14 pixel will look good. Let's save it, and now you will see it's looking good, and we have a responsive design. So in the footer container we have a h3. Let's confirm it. Yeah, in the oops, yeah, feature container h3. In the feature container, let's reduce its size to 20 pixel, and now let's see. Now it's looking good. Just use a font size for p to be 12 pixel maybe. Now it's looking amazing. Yeah, this is the design that we want, and it's looking good. Yeah. So testimonial section is looking good. So at I think so at this point, which is 430 pixel, we want to reduce the call to action heading. So just remove. So where are we? So at 500 pixel, let's target the CLT section and target the heading. So for call to action section we have a heading of I think so h2. It's going to be h2. Let's target the h2. Set the font size to 30 pixel or 25 pixel. Let's save it, and now it will look good. Yeah, it's looking good and right, amazing right now. So what is going on? We also want to reduce the font size of the paragraph or the testimonial section. So let's target the testimonial. So testimonial, and in it target the P. Give them a font size of 12 pixel. Let's save it, and now it will look good. Now you will see how much you want to reduce the size. Our website will not break. And now it's looking good. Yeah. So let's you go to the, we have a beautiful looking website right now. So let's test its responsiveness. Now it's looking good. Yeah, it's looking good. So let's use it for the different devices. Let's use it for iPhone 7, 8. First of all, we have a nav bar, and the nav bar is looking good. We have a responsive nav bar. We have a hero section, and the illustration is also looking good on mobile as well. And the other part is the feature section, which is looking quite amazing and beautiful. Testimonial section is also looking great, and the our what we can say is our call to action section and footer is also looking amazing. So it's looking beautiful. So just fix the footer section, not a footer, call to action section. So where is our call to action? Just use clt dash section, set the display to flex, set the flex direction to column, justify content space between, align items center. Let's see how to look right now. Now use oops apart, instead of using space between, let's use space around. Now you'll see it's looking amazing and beautiful. Now we have fixed all of the issues with media queries, and our website is responsive for all of the devices. Let's use iPad, and for iPad it's looking amazing and beautiful. Just look at the design of this website for all of the devices. We have used for a mobile phone, iPad, and just use the responsiveness for. Now remove it, and oops, it's not working. So now check the responsiveness. Just remove the inspect, and this is the website that we have created, and it's a responsive website which is quite amazing and beautiful. So this is the website or responsive website that we have built in this tutorial. I hope you have liked this video. So if you have learned something from this video, smash the like button, because this video will reach to a lot of students that want to learn responsive design. So it will be helpful for all of them. And also subscribe to this channel, because you will get a lot of projects about front-end development from this channel. I have already uploaded a lot of playlists about the front-end projects. So check it on my channel and you will find a lot of projects. So I hope you have learned something from this video. This is the end of the tutorial. I will keep uploading a different ones with a responsive design. So have a nice day, because this is the end of the tutorial.